When we lock eyes with a pet or a wild animal, it's natural to wonder what they're thinking about us in that moment. Most of us assume they see exactly what we see, a distinct person with a name, a personality, and a unified physical presence. However, biology suggests that the concept of a human being as a cohesive identity is likely a projection. Animals are processing a reality that is far more granular. Understanding how they perceive us requires a shift in perspective. We have to set aside our own visual experience and look at the sensory data they actually receive. A dog's scent timeline reveals where you've been, what you've eaten, and your stress levels. Birds add ultraviolet patterns we can't see. Bats build their world through intersecting sonar waves. Add a shark sensing electrical heartbeats, and the familiar human silhouette is completely stripped away. To the animal kingdom, we are moving clusters of heat, sound, and chemical signals. Since our physical form is perceived so differently across species, it means animals are forced to judge us on an entirely different set of metrics. This judgment began thousands of years ago when wolves started scavenging near human camps, eventually evolving into the dogs we live with today. That evolution created a biological bridge. As this diagram shows, eye contact between dogs and humans triggers the release of oxytocin in both brains, the same chemical that facilitates bonding between a parent and child. Cats followed a different path, essentially choosing to live near us because our grain stores attracted mice and other prey. Because of this history, many scientists believe cats view us as unusually large, clumsy, hairless cats, rather than masters or owners. When a cat brings home a dead animal, it's often an attempt to provide a teaching moment for a housemate they perceive as an incompetent hunter. These domestic species don't think of us in human terms. They assign us roles based on their own specific biological and social structures. In the ocean, dolphins represent a different kind of encounter. They approach humans with a curiosity that suggests they recognize another intelligent presence. Dolphins use signature whistles as names and recognize themselves in mirrors. This self-awareness allows them to investigate us as a distinct species rather than just another predator or prey. On land, elephants rely on a massive memory capacity that tracks migration routes and family members over decades. This memory allows them to identify individual humans. They have shown long-term affection for those who helped them, while herds in poached areas maintain a calculated distance from anyone they encounter. For these highly cognitive animals, we aren't a single monolithic species. We are a collection of individual actors who are judged by their history of actions. For most wild animals, from deer to bears, our presence triggers an immediate survival response. Experience has taught them that humans are synonymous with habitat loss and unpredictability. They track signals we don't even realize we're sending. This silhouette shows the markers in animal monitors: shifts in heart rate, stress hormone spikes, and changes in body language. They pay close attention to posture and facial tension, losing trust if you behave aggressively. Urda animals like crows take this a step further, learning to identify and remember the specific faces of humans who represent either a threat or a source of food. This behavior shows that wild animals view us as a high-stakes variable in their environment, basing their safety on a highly calculated reading of our behavioral cues. Our biggest mistake is often assuming that intelligence must look like our own, measured in technology or spoken language. Every species has evolved specialized abilities to thrive in their world. A migrating whale crossing an ocean or a bee navigating to a flower displays a mastery perfectly suited to its environment. In their world, we are many different things: companions to dogs, clumsy roommates to cats, or dangerous strangers to wild deer. Animals may never speak to us, but they are fluent in the language of consistency, patience, and violence. Ultimately, the issue isn't what animals think about humans. It's what our daily actions teach them to believe about us. Every choice we make contributes to the story they carry, and through their silent observation, they understand our nature better than